Forget about the mixed relay. This was all about one woman, Femke Bol. The Dutch sprinter turned the 4x400 meter mixed relay into a one-woman show. The time Bol was running for the final turn, her team was sitting in 4th place, just surviving in the race and was out of reach for a medal, let alone a victory. But Bol is a specialist in overcoming such situations. She got her optimal form out and overtook the 3 women ahead of her, turning a clear defeat into a stunning victory. How big of a show it was, and how humiliating for her competition. Let's break it down in this context. It's been 7 years since Usain Bolt ran for his final competitive race, finishing 3rd behind Justin Gatlin at the 2017 World Championships in London. However, his presence is still fresh and lively in the sport. Bolt's name appears on start list along his world and Olympic records, reminding everyone of the heights today's athletes are trying to reach. His times flash on digital scoreboards at the finish line just to indicate how much faster he was than those who came after him. His image is woven into the montages of legendary moments that play on the giant screens before each session begins. But what's truly noticeable is his absence. The sport feels different without him, and that vacuum hasn't gone unnoticed. Even Bolt himself has commented on it, reiterating that athletics may still be searching for its next superstar. In an interview last year, he remarked, "I think the sport now is maybe just missing a superstar. I mean, when I left, people were looking for the next person who is going to step up and really shine and stand out. I think that's what the sport is missing right now." His words echo the sentiment that, while his records and memories remain, the sport lacks the electrifying figure who once mesmerized the world. But something really soul-soothing happened this time. What the 70,000 fans in the Stade de France witnessed instead was a breathtaking performance from 24-year-old Femke Bol, who single-handedly propelled the Dutch team to victory in the mixed 4x400 relay. Bol received the baton in 4th place, but her astonishing 47.93 second split powered her past Great Britain's Amber Anning, Belgium's Naomi van den Broek, and finally, as she surged down the home straight, the USA's Kaylin Brown. Although Bol's specialty is the 400-meter hurdles, she anchored the relay with a time of 47.93 seconds, leading the Netherlands team composed of Omala, Lieke Klaver, Asaya Klein-Ekink, and Bol to win the race at the Paris Olympics in 3 minutes, 7.43 seconds, and just 0.31 seconds ahead of the United States. Femke Bol cruised to victory in Heat 3, clocking a time of 53.38 seconds. This wasn't just the fastest time in the morning at the Stade de France. It also set a new record as the fastest heat ever recorded in the history of the Olympic Games. This wasn't Bol's first time pulling off such a stunning comeback. Last year at the World Championships, she delivered a similar surprise in the women's 4x400 relay, coming from behind to secure a gold medal. That victory came on the heels of a heartbreaking fall during the home stretch at the mixed relay, where she had been closing in on the US. Bol reflected on her mindset, saying, "Just keep going, as she channeled the frustration from Budapest, where she had stumbled, into a powerful performance that had her teammates cheering her on as she closed the gap. The US team, featuring the same lineup that had set a world record of 3 minutes and 7.41 seconds the previous day, seemed poised for another victory. They were neck and neck with Belgium when Bryce Deadman handed off to Kaylin Brown for the anchor leg. However, Brown was unable to fend off Bol, who boasts the 6th fastest time in the world this year in the 400-meter flat, and the Dutch team secured a remarkable win.
You follow in the footsteps of so many great athletes. What does it really mean to you?
I think it's amazing. I mean, if you have an amazing season and you can finish it off with this crazy award, I mean, like you say, I'm next to names like Daphne Sivan and many more great names. So
Femke Bol has established herself as a dominant force in European 400-meter races, both over hurdles and on the flat. Since claiming bronze in the 400-meter hurdles at Tokyo 2020, Bol has made remarkable strides, emerging as a legitimate contender to challenging reigning Olympic champion and world record holder Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Bol's rise to prominence began with her dominance in age group 400-meter competitions from 2015 to 2019. During her teenage years, she started experimenting with hurdles, breaking the Dutch U20 and U23 records and achieving the World Championship qualifying standard. Her breakthrough came when she captured gold at the 2019 European U20 Championships in Borås, Sweden. Later that year, Bol competed in the World Championships in Doha, where she reached the semifinals of the 400-meter hurdles. Additionally, she ran the anchor leg for the Dutch women's team, helping them secure a 7th-place finish in the 4x400 relay final. Despite the challenges posed by COVID-19 quarantine measures, which forced her to train on forest paths and fields, Femke Bol continued to break new ground in her athletic career. In her first race back in July 2020, she shattered the Dutch 400-meter hurdle record, although the time couldn't be officially ratified due to there being only one other competitor. Undeterred, Bol returned 2 weeks later to record an even faster time, this time under conditions that allowed it to stand. Her form carried through to victories in races held as substitutes for the cancelled Diamond League events in Stockholm and Rome.
When you're putting your mind to it, you know exactly what to do indoors. How was that for you?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was such a strong race. We were all running so fast, multiple running in the 50s, so I knew I had to go out fast.
In 2021, Bol was unstoppable indoors, remaining unbeaten over 400 meters and breaking the Dutch record an astounding 5 times in just under 6 weeks. When she returned to hurdles outdoors, she won all 6 of her races, further lowering her national record to 52.37 seconds in Stockholm. This time was a mere 0.03 of a second shy of Yulia Pechonkina's 18-year-old European record, pinpointing Bol's rapid dominance on the top tier of international competition. On her Olympic debut at Tokyo 2020, Femke Bol's unbeaten streak came to an end as she claimed the bronze medal behind Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone and defending champion Delilah Muhammad in the 400-meter hurdles. McLaughlin-Levrone shattered the world record with a time of 51.46 seconds, while Bol set a new European record, clocking in at 52.03 seconds. The following year, Bol continued to shine, securing a silver medal in the 400-meter at the World Indoor Championships in Belgrade, finishing behind double Olympic champion Shaunae Miller-Uibo.
How do you break a world record so comfortably?
It's not comfortable, that's a secret. Just like to make it look so.
Bol then embarked on another unbeaten run over the hurdles, but once again found herself in second place behind McLaughlin-Levrone at the World Championships, where the American broke her own world record. Bol's dominance was on full display at the European Championships in Munich, where she completed an unprecedented treble, winning gold in the flat 400-meter and the 400-meter hurdles, and anchoring the Dutch 4x400 relay team to victory, moving from third to first on the final leg. Femke kicked off 2023 with a record-breaking performance in Boston, setting a world best in the rarely run 500-meter. She followed this up by setting new Dutch indoor records in the 200-meter and 400-meter in Metz. At the Dutch Indoor Nationals, Bol made history by clocking 49.26 seconds in the 400-meter, breaking Jarmila Kratochvilova's long-standing world record from 1982 by more than 0.3 of a second. With Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone shifting her focus to the flat 400-meter, Femke Bol took full advantage and dominated the Diamond League circuit. She further solidified her status as a top contender by setting a new European record of 51.45 seconds in London. When McLaughlin-Levrone opted to skip the World Championships in Budapest, the door was wide open for Bol to claim her first global title. Bol's journey in Budapest had its dramatic moments. She appeared poised to anchor the Dutch mixed 4x400 relay team to gold, but a heartbreaking stumble in the closing meters handed victory to the United States. Undeterred, Bol quickly redeemed herself, cruising to her first world title in the 400-meter hurdles. She capped off the championships in spectacular fashion, delivering a breathtaking anchor leg to secure gold for the Dutch women's 4x400 relay team on the final night. Femke Bol, at just 24 years old, has extended her dominance into 2024 with remarkable performances. She shattered her own 400-meter indoor world record at the Dutch Nationals, only to surpass it again at the World Indoor Championships final in Glasgow, clocking an incredible 49.17 seconds. Bol didn't stop there, as she also anchored the Dutch women's 4x400 relay team to yet another gold medal, solidifying her status as one of the top athletes in the world. Let us know in the comments below how thrilling it was for you to watch Bol clinch the electrifying victory. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the crazy updates about athletes who drive fans wild with their performances. See you in the next video.